Welcome to a packet tracer lab exercise where we're going to be configuring IPSec VPN. We're using Cisco Packet Tracer version 8.0 or 8.1, sorry. So if you don't have that, I have a packet tracer video. You can check that out where you learn how to install packet tracer, the latest version, whether you have Mac or PC. This video is inspired by Dan Albagetti's IPSec VPN, configuring IPSec VPN in logical view. I'm going to use the same concept and do it in physical view. So let's get started. So I go to physical in the top right. Now, just a lot of times I might be speaking and you're following along. If you're watching this video, please don't just watch it. You get better by doing and doing and doing and doing. You have to practice to get better. Watching is not enough. As Bruce Lee, one of my favorite quotes from Bruce Lee is, "Knowing is not enough. You must do. Willing is not enough. You must apply. You got to do it to get better." So let's do this together. Pause the video, do what I'm doing. If you miss something, just rewind, go back and see where I move my mouse and try it out for yourself. Make mistakes. This is my first time doing this particular video in physical view. I don't have Dan's website here, so I'm going to try and do this from memory the best I can, but just follow and you practice and you'll get better. So here we go. All right, so I go to physical, the top left corner there, and I have one home city. I'm going to zoom out and zoom out. We have this whole landscape. This is one city. We're going to be doing everything within that city. So in this city, we have a corporate office. I'm going to left click and drag it to a position of preference. I'm going to try and make it look, like they're spread out, because that's what physical offices are sometimes. They're spread out. So I have one office here, and I'm going to go to the top right corner. In the top right corner says create new building. So if I left click on create new building, I get a new building that pops up in the top left corner. Each building has a label. This one's called corporate office. When I left click underneath, on the text underneath it, I get this text. I can edit the text. So this is corporate office. This is going to be ISP building. That's what I plan on calling it. ISP building. Now, I might make some mistakes as I go along. I'm recording this um, with not much editing. We're doing this together. I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. We're going to figure this out. We're going to troubleshoot when we run into a problem. That is how we grow. So I clicked here. Again, to create a new building, I got this building here. I'm going to move that building down to the right, and this building is going to be called maybe branch office. Why don't I call it branch office? Call it what do you want? You don't have to do it. In this case, this doesn't affect the functionality. If you want to follow along and do exactly what I do as far as the labels go, sure. But they're labels. You can call them whatever you want. Call it grandma's house if you want to. That's don't matter. All right, so on the left we have corporate office. So I'm going to left click on corporate office to see the floor plan. Now, if it's zoomed in too much, at the top you have zoom in and zoom out. I'm going to click zoom out so I can see what's going on here. This one in particular, this label underneath this blue thing with the table and this something that looks like a ladder. This is your main wiring closet. That is a rack. It's a representation of a rack. So I'm going to zoom out, and if you left click on it, you're in the room. It's like you physically just walked into the room. And we will need a rack. So in the top right corner where my mouse is right now, says create new rack. Rack is where we're going to put all our networking equipment, our server equipment, and whatever else we want in here. Every time you place a device in here, you'll see a power distribution unit that appears. So the first thing I'm going to do is I know I need a fiber patch panel. I'm going to create fiber between the buildings, single mode fiber for long range communication between the different buildings, between the ISP and the other side. So I will click on fiber patch panel, this one here, and I'll place the fiber patch panel here. I know I'll also need a copper patch panel. That's what I plan on using. So I'll put a copper patch panel here. I will need a router. So I'm going to go to network devices down below to routers. I will choose the 4321 router because I'm familiar with that one and I know it allows me to use a single mode